happening, YouTube? This is Payday Boxing, man. We back at you again. We here to talk that shit. And I'm gonna go ahead and take y'all to church one time. But before we go ahead and do that, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, this is a brand new YouTube platform popping off here. We're gonna talk this boxing, and we're gonna make it do what it do. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this Dilian Whyte, Anthony, Femi, Joshua nonsense that's been going on here. So, Dilian Whyte talking a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And as we all know, that's what Dilian Whyte does. For all intents and purposes, Dilian Whyte, the way he talks and the way he conducts himself in the media is more American than that of a UK gentleman. And for that reason, I definitely think Dilian Whyte is a guy who needs to come on over to America a little bit more, you know, because I think his fights, he can make more money here in America. You know, that's what we like. We like dudes that are brash, confident, walk it like they talk it, you know what I'm saying? That's America for you, you know. That's why I think that Tyson Fury was able to come over here to America and be as well received as he was, not only because his story, you know, and mental health issues are all the rage, but because this man had a mouthpiece on him, you know. Dilian Whyte is cut from that same cloth here, and that's something that we respect here in America. He got that mouthpiece on him, and basically he out here trying to pull AJ's whole card, you know what I'm saying? And let me break this down for you guys. Now, what is a hoe? You know, well, we all know what a hoe is, right? So we don't have to explain that part. Pulling somebody's hoe card, for those of you who do not know what that is basically you declare a man to be a hoe publicly. And that's basically what Dilian Whyte is doing to AJ. And actually, you know what we're going to do? We ain't even going to call him AJ on this channel. We're going to call him Femi the Mangina. Okay? So, basically, Dilian then pulled Femi the Mangina's hoe card, you know, and basically is calling him out for everything that we've already been calling him out for. First and foremost, he said he got on Femi because he got booed, you know, he basically got booed in his hometown or in his home stadium or whatever it is in the UK. I don't know you guys' geography like that. It doesn't matter to us here in America that much. You know, you got to come over here if you want to be the biggest of stars in boxing. Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? There is a cap on what you can do in the UK. I'm going to keep it real with you. You know, the biggest UK fighters have never been able to generate and do what the biggest US fighters have been able to do. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. So at the end of the day, you got to come here to make a big name for yourself. And that's a message directly for Femi and Eddie Hearn in thems. Now, anyhow, Dilian Whyte over here pulling Femi's whole card. You know, they basically got his crowd booing him in his own home stadium. And Dilian Whyte said that AJ went home and cried. He went home like a little bit naive and cried about it. Now, of course, that's not true, but, you know, we know what we understand the gist of what that's saying here. You know what I'm saying? Little Femi or Big Femi, whatever, Femi, you know what I'm saying? He got in his feelings because the people are starting to realize the truth. We're starting to see the truth. And Dilian Whyte basically spoke on it. Said he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. If Femi did want to fight Deontay Wilder, then he would have taken the $50 million. You know, and it's a funny thing getting into this whole $50 million business because at first, you know, people were saying, oh, the $50 million offer wasn't real. Oh, the offer is not real. And then the next thing you know, after the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight, you have Femi's own team coming out and say, gee, we're glad we didn't take the $50 million. We're sure glad we didn't take the $50 million. Something doesn't sound right about that now, does it? So, in one hand, the offer's not real, but in the other hand, we shouldn't have taken the offer. So in the immortal words of Floyd Mayweather, which one is it? That's all we want to know. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? So this is some of the reason why you've heard from American boxing channels that Eddie Hearn is a liar, because time and time again he shows himself to be a liar, as evidenced by this. And Dilian Whyte didn't do anything but call this up to the forefront. Now, Femi the Mangina, he has had his whole card pulled again, and he's out here talking about, I might fight Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz will pull his whole card too. And he's sitting here talking about, I might consider fighting Big Baby Miller. And Big Baby Miller already pulled his whole card, talking about his mama's a hoe and all this other whoop-de-woo in his face. In his face. And Anthony Joshua, all he did was frown up and have some words for him. Come on now. Come on now. They say all this stuff about Big Femi, being a roughneck, being some sort of a gangster and all this, but I'm sorry, we don't see it. We don't see it. I'm sorry. If you're from America and you lived in any hood, if you grew up in the hood, you could tell Big Femi, he is not cut from that cloth. The boy is not cut from that cloth. To quote a famous Jay-Z lyric, we don't believe you. You need more people. You feel me? So, that's what it is. Femi the Mangina just out here getting his whole card pulled left and right. You know what I'm saying? He got so many whole cards. He might as well go to Vegas and see if he can win some blackjack or something with him. So that's what it is, man. And so let me know you guys' thoughts here. Is Dilian Whyte, is he out here? Is he just talking and shooting the shit on Anthony Joshua, or is he promoting their eventual fight? So we don't know what it is. Honestly, I think at the end of the day, he's going to end up fighting Dilian Whyte. He can't fight Gerald Miller, because if he comes to America and fights Gerald Miller, I mean, well, you didn't want to come to America and get 50 million, so you would look like a damn fool to come over here to fight Gerald Miller. So that's my take on it. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this, man. Is Dilian Whyte out here talking shit? Is he promoting their eventual fight? You know what I'm saying? Is Big Femi a hoe? Or is Big Femi really, is he really a roughneck gangster like you guys want to convince us that he is? I'm sorry, we don't believe none of that nonsense. This is, you got to show us around here, and that's just kind of how we do it in America. So this is PayDay Boxing. Again, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.